Hi guys, it's Anthony. Just thought I'd pop on. Um, I just had a message come through from Spirit, and I don't know if you guys know this, but some of you do, obviously, and some of you don't. But obviously, I tune in, and I've been tuning in for the last 23 years. And I just thought I'd explain, because some of you don't know me, and you probably think, who's this crazy guy? But I'm not crazy because I've had so much evidence over the last 23, 24 years that I know that we are being protected by an energy that is either our past loved ones or the greater energies like angels or the elementals or whatever you believe in. But I know it's true. I've had so much evidence, but my first evidence was I was at a place in my life, a change. I was on Primrose Hill in London, and not in a good way, and it started to rain. So I came down off the hill, went into Camden Market, and sheltered from the rain under a canopy of a building, leant against the wall, and fell into this room. Literally, it was a door. And I fell into the room, and the lady said, "Hello, Anthony, I've been expecting you." That was freaky enough. But she then proceeded to read my cards, and I had never, ever uh, been inclined to think of anything spiritual or tarot or crystals or anything prior to this. She read my cards, and the messages were amazing. She said she wanted to connect with this energy, this figure, this person who was there but wasn't taking any notice of her. I thought she's weird, but she said he will contact you. So I asked her to describe him, and she described my father who had passed away a few years previous. Um, she said he will get in touch. Anyway, that was the end of that, and I went off on my merry way back to the hotel I was staying in London for work. And that night I went out, and basically I was in a bar in London, and some random person called me over, some guy. He said, "Come over, sit down." And he said, "I don't normally do this when I'm out um, on my out in the clubs and pubs, but I have this energy. It's been bugging me, and it's called you over, and it's your father, and he needs to speak to you." Well, it was so random because it was the same day but a different person. My jaw dropped, and then my first reaction was I was stunned. But he gave me a message which could only come from my father, and then from that day on, I was kind of there's got to be something in this. But it actually took me 3 years before I connected myself. So you know, this is how I my introduction to connecting to the energy which is called spiritual energy. So I hope that's explained a little bit about where I started. um it was some time ago, but I'm still learning. We're always learning, and at this time in humanity's history, in the planet's history, connecting to a source that is supportive is a good thing. Anyway, have a great day. I just wanted to explain that because some of you are new, and there you go. All right, have a great day. Bye.